Alright, guys, we'll be right back with you. Katarzyna Wesolowska versus Sofia Mast, right here on featured table number 2. Each player is going to play one rack to warm up. Sofia's already done hers. Now Katarzyna is allotted the same opportunity. Right after that, we'll get a referee in the arena and we will get going. So everybody, stay tuned and we'll be right back with you. Alright, guys, and we are off. for a little B-side action between Sofia Mast and Katarzyna Wesolowska. I do believe Katarzyna has won the lag. She will get the opening break, and if it does happen to go hill-hill, she will also get the last one.
All right, everybody, breaking off rack number 1. This is Kyle Ferguson here with X-Pool, hanging out for this great match. Sofia Mast breaking off first, though. Katarzyna gets into the rack well, but I think she's going to come up dry. So we'll get our first look at Sofia. Fantastic young player, sponsored by presenting partner here, Pechauer, name that's been in the cue business for a very long time. We're here at the ONEIDA Casino in Green Bay, Wisconsin, playing on these awesome new Olhausen tables just launched here this week. Sofia celebrating her 17th birthday here at the tournament. What a better way to spend your birthday than playing pool? So looking to go ahead and take this one ball. We'll come around, have options there with, excuse me. Have some options with a 3, 4, and 2. But she's falling on the rail, so it's going to limit choices. Key to this rack is going to be figuring out the 6 ball. Goes up table into the left side or top corner pockets. The 11 and the 14 have it blocked down low. The key there is going to be making sure you have enough angle on the 7 to come over. I don't mind using the 6 as your key ball close to the 8. Doesn't want to get hooked on the 3 here, though. I believe it might go by the 7. It's close. Appreciate everybody hanging out here with us this week. The WPBA YouTube channel, we have 4 streams going. This table here with commentary, as well as the mainstream table, table 1. And we We also have tables 3 and 4 streamed if you keep up with the brackets on Digital Pool. See who's playing there. Looking out the window here just real quick, I see Caroline Powell on one table and another young gun, Kennedy Mayman, on another. Well done there for Sofia, falling nicely on this 6 ball. I believe she has a slight angle. You might look to see the 8 ball in the same pocket. Just pull back a little bit. If she doesn't, oh, she is able to hold there, so she'll shoot the 8 in the top right to take rack number 1, and she's breaking next. Gets it down. 1-0 is our score. This is a race to 7. Take a look at some of the scores around the room here. Angela Janik and Tina Larson coming to the end with Tina on the hill. Just announced Savannah Easton wins 7-1 over Adriana Villar. Susan Williams and Sarah Rocha. Sarah leads that one 5-2. Elise Q down 2-0 to Kennedy Mayman. That's who Kennedy's playing. Joanne Parker ahead of Maria Garcia 4-1. A lot of good matches going on here. We've got a lot more coming your way. Pick one more round after this one. This was scheduled to be the 6 o'clock round, just running a little bit behind, and then another round scheduled for 8. That'll do it for day 2 here. Give a thank you to all of the sponsors that helped make this happen. Olhausen Billiards, Full Tables, the ONEIDA Casino, Pechauer Custom Cues, Fort Worth Billiard Superstore, Aramith Balls, Simonis, all the big guns coming out to support this World 8-Ball Championship put on by the WPA and the WPBA, broadcasted by X-Pool. You can check out more information about X-Pool at www.xpool.live. Excuse me. A lot of good challenge matches and tournament series coming up here to close out the second half of the year. So make sure you follow that. Just working to get the balls racked here. We are using the Taom rack. Another sponsor for the event. Appreciate their support. Sofia Mast breaking off rack number 2. She leads 1-0 over Katarzyna. Looks like another dry break. An opportunity for Katarzyna to get into this match, open her account. Pretty open table, really. Referee works to remove the rack from the table. The main thing to solve here is going to be the 13 and the 8 ball welded together. Looking to take solids with the 6 on the side. Might go into the balls here. Just elects to pull back. I'm not sure if the 8 goes by the 13 after the 2 gets moved. If not, she's can definitely open it up here. You just have to be careful about where you push it to. Just having a look now to see if she does need to run into it. If not, it might be worth leaving there because you can shoot the 8-ball from anywhere in the center of the table. Always want to be careful moving balls if you don't have to. You don't always fully know what's going to happen with them. And she does elect to leave them there, but not made things any easier being jacked up on this 13. I'm not sure if she can get through to the 7 or not.
Also, fans, when you see a great shot, a great safety, a great out, let them hear it. Show them that you're here and you're alive and you're watching and you love what they're doing. This is a world championship. Let's have some fun.
So it is able to get through to the 7, so no real issues here queuing. Would have liked to have fallen on that 1 ball. Things are going to get a little bit tricky here because you've got to get from the 2 back up to shoot the 1 next. You'd like to leave the 3 for position on the 8 if possible. Yeah, she's fallen through the gap there nicely. So definitely tricky out here no matter which way you go about it. If you want to shoot the 3 now, you can, but then you're going to be playing around a little bit of traffic to get back to the center of the table for the 8. If you leave the 3, you've also got the 15 to work around for shape. Wow, just welds to that 14 ball. It was looking good the whole way. That last little rock, the 14 didn't move. It just kind of rocked back into the cue ball. Just having a look to see if she can just stop there. I think she'll have to stun forward at least half a roll to make sure she can cut the 8. You don't want to try it. She's kicking, so she did get locked on the 14. It was always going to be tricky to negotiate. It was doable, just fell a little bit short. So Sofia with a big opportunity here after breaking dry to get back to the table. I believe the 13 goes, so no real issues there. I watched an earlier match with Katarzyna. She's pretty dangerous with the short stick. You want to be careful how much of these you leave. Our very own Lonnie Fox Raymond, voice of the WPBA. She's going to be playing in the round after this one. Sofia's in good shape here. Wide open table. 13 does go. Just a matter of picking your pattern. At the very least, you like to choose the ball you're going to shoot to get to the 8 ball. The way this looks from here, it's pretty straightforward. I think a stop shot on the 15, stop on the 14, and then you've got the 10 to pull down for the 13, 8 next. So take your time, see the shots, and make it happen. Nice recovery there. Just fell a little bit on the wrong side of the 14 ball. Had to go into these. It's going to be a stretch with the bridge. I like playing this ball with a little bit of low outside and coming around the back of the 8. Play the 8 in the bottom right corner. Sorry, bottom left for Sofia. Run into the 8 ball, but it's going to work out okay. She's got the 8 inside. Looking to jump ahead 2-0 over Katarzyna. The winner of this match here will play again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time. Gets the 8 ball down, so 2-0 is our score. Winner here plays at 11 a.m. Central tomorrow against the winner of Kennedy Mayman and Elise Q, who are playing on Table 4, also streamed if you'd like to check that out. So Katarzyna's break next in rack number 3. Had 2 try breaks to open up here. See if Katarzyna can get a ball down. Needs to get something going her way. This is a B-side matchup here. After this match, it'll take 3 more wins to get to the final 16 qualification. Stage 2 of the tournament. We are open after the break. Looks like Tina Larson has closed out her match ahead of Angela Janik, so that'll be the end of Angela's road here at the World 8-Ball Championship. Tina moving on. On our other side stream table, it looks like Caroline Powell ahead 2-0 over Veronique. Meanwhile, back here, Sofia's back at the table. The 7-4 is what she needs to get solved. Oh, I'm sorry, she's on the stripe balls. I looked at that wrong. So great shape here. Pull around 2 rails for the 11 in the side. Good shot, well struck. Had to stretch out a little bit there. Always impressed with Sofia's game. Takes her time. But she doesn't mess around too much either. When it's time to shoot the shot, she gets down. Has a good pace on her stroke. Hits the ball really well. So this 8-ball to extend her lead 3-0, and it's her break next. So 3-0 is our score. Sofia Mast over Katarzyna. Sofia breaking next while we get racked up for rack 4. Take a look around the room here. And we just heard Tina Larson ahead of Angela Janik. Hill thriller there. Kennedy Maven moves ahead 3-0 over Elise Q. 6-3, Sarah Rocha over Susan Williams. Come back there. I believe Susan was up 3-1 at one point. Over on stream table number 1, Su Chen Wei. 4-3 ahead. Closely fought match there. Caroline Powell 3-0 over Veronique. 4-2, Joanne Parker leads Maria Garcia. And just getting started, Chihiro Kawahara versus Rachel Lang. You can check out the brackets and how everything's shaping up at digitalpool.com. Search for the 2025 ONEIDA WPBA, or WPA, excuse me, Women's 8-Ball World Championship. We've got links in the video description if you'd like to check that out. This is Kyle Ferguson hanging out with you here from X-Pool. Appreciate everybody tuning in here this weekend. Some fantastic pool coming your way. World 8-Ball Championship. Just a few missing, but pretty much every top female player in the world is here this week with us. Katarzyna. It's my first time meeting her here this week. She actually came up and spent a little bit of time in the production room with us because Jasmine Ocean was playing. She told us that was her idol. Jasmine, one of her favorite players to watch. She wanted the front row seat in front of the big screen to see that. Has to be careful with the cue ball here. She'd like to be able to get into that 6 ball if she can. Yeah, had a good angle for that and broke out very nicely. So this is going to be a really good opportunity for Katarzyna to get on the board. Doesn't want to start trailing too far in an alternate break format. Makes it that much more difficult to come back from. She's falling a little bit short here. I think the 9 ball takes away the 4. Having a look at that now to see. I was trying to come back up for the 3 in the same pocket, I believe. I think she's having a look at just ducking down to the bottom rail. Yeah, likes to stay on the right side. I don't believe the 12 goes in the side pocket. She wouldn't have played there. Sofia's gonna dare Katarzyna to take on this 4 ball. Yeah, she's hit that well. I kind of felt like Sofia didn't maybe take as much time looking at exactly where she wanted to leave. You know, it's okay to, I think in that position she could have left shots on the 2, 3 without giving away a whole lot, but you didn't really want to let her see that 4. That was kind of the key to that. She'll be able to play this 2 ball to come right back across for the 3 next. The 8's got plenty of options. Really caught that super thick. The ball did find gravity eventually, but it's taken all the pace out of the cue ball. So another mistake here from Katarzyna. Wow, and what a shot that was. Said it earlier. This girl knows how to jump the cue ball. Straight in on the 8, so big recovery there and a big shot. 3-1 is a much different score than 4-0. I believe it's her break next. Sofia Mast. Head here 3-1. Looking at how the brackets shaped up here. If you want to check it out yourself, you can go to digitalpool.com. The link is in the description here on the YouTube channel. Tomorrow at 1, Christina Tikash versus Yuki Uraguchi. That's at 1 o'clock. Marguerite Feflova plays Shu Qing. Sorry, pronunciation's a little tough there for me. Chao Chi-Yu plays Jordan Helfrey, young player from the U.S., having a really good tournament. Cheska Centeno plays Anna Gradznik. Jasmine Ocean and Nina Torvund. Pia Filler and Soa. All of these matches are at 1 Central tomorrow. Meanwhile, back here on our feature table, Katarzyna breaking off rack number 5.
Let's give congratulations to Sarah Rocha, who advances. Let's give her a nice round of applause. And also keep it going for Susan Williams. We're going to get started on that same table number
Gets
8.
the 7 and the 3 down.
Those players into the arena.
We are playing open after the break. All balls foul. If you scratch on the break, cue ball is in the kitchen. Other than that, ball in hand fouls.
The USA against Lena Primus from Austria.
She made 2 solids, but I think her best bet here is going to be to take the stripes. Just doesn't have a very good opening shot on the solid balls. There's not really a whole lot of issues with stripes either, so. Caught that ball thick to the pocket. Still found gravity. A lot of balls kind of congested here in the center of the table, but she's got a lot of room to work with. She's falling nicely. Likes to go with the 9 ball, so I think you'll probably see the 14 next. Shoot the gap between the 1 and the 11. I'd like to fall on that 15 sooner than later. I think that's the ball that poses the most risk. I believe the 10 does go by the 15, so no real problems here. She'll be able to slide down and shoot the 15 next. Just having a look at how she wants to get to this 8 ball. I think I like leaving the 12 as your key, shooting the 8 in the side. That's what she's electing to do here. Hitting the balls with a lot more confidence now is Katarzyna. She's got this 8-ball to pull back within 1. So 3-2 is our score. Sofia leading and breaking next. We're a long way from over. This is a race to 7. Katarzyna has fought back to get in this rack, in this match. Sofia was looking like she might even be going to a 4-0 lead before Katarzyna got on the board. Gets it done here in this rack. So Caroline Powell has extended her lead 4-0 over Veronique. Joanne Parker and Maria Garcia tied up at 4 apiece. Hard-fought match there. Our 8 o'clock matches that are coming up after this round. Brianna Miller and our very own Lonnie Fox Raymond. Of course, she's the voice of the WPBA. She's also an official, part of the official X-Pool commentary team. Loved working with her these past few months. Anita Kanaya and April Larson. Naomi Williams and Hung Meng Sla. Kaylee McIntosh. Lu Shin Mi. Aaron Lee and Wang Wanling, Sarah Rocha and Brittany Bryant, Tina Larson, and Yala Soledad, Tani Milna, and Samla Konishi. So those are going to be our 8 o'clock matches tonight after this round. Sofia's back at the table here with an opportunity to extend her lead by 2. Shooting at the solid balls. Everything's pretty open. The 1 ball you got to be careful about. It doesn't go by the 9. You got to dodge the 15. She's going to shoot it now since she has shape. Like that play. Didn't want to hit this 4 ball though. It's going to get a little bit funny. Just overcut the 3 ball a little bit. Katarzyna's going to have an open table. I believe the 15 will go by the 4 in the top right corner as we look. We're here in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the ONEIDA Casino Hotel. Been fantastic hosts. We were able to go to Lambeau Field for opening ceremonies. It was really cool getting to see that stadium and celebrate the competitors that we see here today. Looking to stun forward just a little bit more, I think, but she's okay. Play the 12 in the side. 15 works as a key ball with the 8 there right next to it. Just play this and come down for the 11 next. And just shot a little quick. Caught the point with the 12 ball, so big missed opportunity there from Katarzyna. I think that was just kind of taking her eye off the ball a little bit. Sometimes that happens. She decided the route she was going to play and felt like she had it figured out, and then just kind of shot the ball without really double checking on, you know, the issue at hand, which is getting the 12 ball down. It's often little mistakes like that that kind of separate some of the top talent from what otherwise is a pretty good player. Something that a good pre-shot routine will help a lot with, kind of improving that consistency. So I'm not sure if the 4 goes on the side here. She looks like she might be shooting it now, so I would guess it does. Yeah, that's what she tried, it looks like. So Sofia letting Katarzyna off the hook from the missed 12 ball. Another opportunity. Good shot to come down for the 11. Needs angle to get up to the 12 ball. She's got a little bit. See there, just tries to stun. A little bit of pace up table. Angle came back a little bit more than she wanted, though. She's going to end up frozen on this 12. The referees called it not frozen. She's going to have to shoot away from this ball. She may be looking to just roll up to the 5. Pretty good shot there. Just taking the 6 out of the way for Sofia. But Sofia's got full control here. She's got the entire bottom end of the table with a big 8-2 blocker she could use to hide Katarzyna. I like trying to move this 5. Come down off the right side rail and fall to the bottom rail just like this. She's hit it really well. Very well judged. Nice shot there from Sofia. Crowd acknowledging that. And Kennedy Mayman on the table behind us. She's going to move ahead to 4-1 over Elise Q. So a good hit there from Katarzyna, but an open table and an opportunity for Sofia. Just needs a good opening shot on the 6 ball here. Gets it down. She's falling nicely if she wants to shoot the 5. I don't like leaving these balls for the end just because it's a little bit easier to fall funny on them where you can't fall nicely on the 8, at least easily. You don't really want to be working to get to the 8 ball, so I like at least getting rid of the 5 now, maybe 5 and the 2, and using the 4 and 3. With the 8 ball center table wide open, it's really whatever your preference is as far as playing shape to it. Good shot there. Wants to maintain an angle. She's got a little bit of one. She can cheat this just a touch if she needs to. Goes forward with top left. Spins over nicely for the 3. Wants just a little bit of angle so that she doesn't get stuck on the rail. That's really the only thing you're kind of guarding against here. If you get that funny angle where all you can do is go towards the rail and not really off of it. But I think she's got plenty of angle here to just kind of do like a stunny type of draw backing off the rail. Just like that. Great shot. I really like that about Sofia's game. You'll see even on straight-in shots, just kind of takes a second to settle herself and get her mind right, and gets the job done. So 4-2, she's going to extend our lead. This is a race to 7. Take a look at what's going on around the room here. We get set for rack number 7. Elise Q, again trailing 4-1 to Kennedy Mayman. That's on table 4 right behind us. Also streamed if you'd like to check that out. Yule playing Wei 5-4. Wei leads that one. That's on table 1. Lena Primus versus Ashley Benoit. That's getting ready to kick off now. Veronique trailing 5-0 to Caroline Powell. Caroline having a good match there. 5-4, tight match has been the whole way between Joanne Parker and Maria Garcia. And Chihiro Kawahara leads 2-0 over Rachel Lang. So a lot of good matches going on now. You can check out the brackets, how everything shapes up. We've got another round after this one, scheduled to start at 8 p.m. Central. Running a little bit behind here now. So I would guess probably around 8:30 to 9 start times on the last round of the day. As we get racked up here. For rack number 7, it'll be Sofia's break next. Oh, I'm sorry, Katarzyna's break was the first break. Excellent break there from Katarzyna. A little bit unfortunate to get pushed down and frozen to that bottom rail. It's happened a couple times to her now. So it is open after the break. I think just given where she's landed, shooting the solids is a little bit easier, but you got to figure out the 2 ball. Luckily the 4 is close by. She could fall on the 2 up table. She's going to fall on this ball now. Next thing to figure out is going to be the 6-3 position, just a little bit tighter. 6 does not go by the 9.
We're going to start another match now on table number 7. These ladies both reside in Japan, and they wanted to start their kickoff match early. So let's give it up for Tani Mina and Samia Konishi, table 7.
Good shot there. Just caught the 2 ball a little bit thick going to the pocket. She would have been able to get off the rail a little bit more. She could have cut the ball just a touch more to the outside of the pocket. Shouldn't be much of an issue here, though. I believe she can fall on the bottom side of the 3 here off the 7. Use that angle to run into the 8 and shoot the 6 next. You just got to be careful where you push the 8. You don't want to shove it somewhere where you can't shoot it after the 6. She's elected to come all the way around. Maybe had a little bit more angle than what it looked like. So I think she does have a little angle on the 3. That's the worry here. You don't want to squeeze by the 8 or accidentally bump it and the balls kind of roll together and leave you hooked on the 6. Yeah, I was able to get it. Well, yes, overcut that ball by a pretty good margin, but with the new cloth, I was able to slide into the pocket. That got her into the 8 a little bit thicker, so she's looking good here to pull back within 1. So 4-3 is going to be our score. Katarzyna trails 1 to Sofia Mast, celebrating her birthday here with us this week. Taking a quick look around the room, I see Kennedy and Caroline Powell, who are both leading their matches, both at the table, getting the job done. Those matches are streamed on our extra streams. They don't have commentary, but they are live on YouTube if you want to check those out. This is table 2 here. Kyle Ferguson with you from X-Pool. Appreciate the WPBA inviting us out to help with the coverage here this week. It's been a lot of fun. It's actually our first road show. We typically are set up in Rail Yard Billiards in Louisville, Kentucky, which is where we're from. Decided to pack stuff up and head on the road here this week. It's a pretty good first event for us to do it for. It's been a lot of fun hanging out watching some pretty amazing pool. A lot of good people here help make this tournament happen. Olhausen, of course, the table we see here. This is a brand new table they just designed. First time they've ever been played on, and I believe they're taking orders for those now, so definitely reach out and check those out. Pechauer Cues, the presenting partner here. Pechauer is a name that needs no introduction. Has been in the industry for a long time. Super high quality custom cues. Playing cues, shafts, you name it. Check them out for sure. It's put on by the WPA here at the ONEIDA Casino and Hotel in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Sofia breaking off in rack number 8, but I believe she's come up dry. This is a race to 7, so we're getting down to part of the match where every rack starts to mean more and more. one more round scheduled after this one kicks off. Scheduled for 8 Central, but matches are just a little behind. I think it'll be closer to 8:30. Some may go to 9. Very own Lonnie Fox Raymond kicks off in that round against Brianna Miller. Be a great match to watch. They're going to be on table 3, it looks like, so that will be streamed. Be able to check it out. Of course, Lonnie, the normal voice of the WPBA. Appreciate y'all letting us hang out with you a little bit here this week as well after she concludes her tournament play, which hopefully doesn't happen until the whole thing's over. But if she does go out a little bit earlier, I believe she'll be doing a little bit more commentary. She's been gracious enough to jump in and do some matches here and there, but we try to not bother her too much, let her focus on the tournament here and the job at hand that she has for the time being. Trying to get the 3-ball down, but just undercut it a touch. Still some work to do here, though. She's not left anything easy to open up with, so I think we'll probably see some defense from Sofia. My bad here. Thought I saw Sofia was going to be shooting the solid, so yeah, she was able to shoot the stripe down. This 14 goes by the 9, so really the 13 ball is the one to figure out. I don't believe it goes by the 8 in the corner. She could possibly shoot it in the side if she falls down underneath. Might be having a look at doing that here, or she may even try to run into it. That's the play. Wants a little bounce, though. Kind of found herself in a tough spot here. There's not a lot of great places to play defense with the 4-ball down low. I think I like maybe trying to bank the 13 past the 4 if that's on option. She's going to go up table, try to double up on the 7. It's not too bad really. Pretty good play from Sofia. Wasn't sure if she could maybe bank that 13 past the 4 and get it to catch the pocket. Where the 9 ball sat, it made it difficult to get up to the 11 ball on the other side. I liked this play, going thinner and kind of doubling up the 7 ball. Katarzyna has some options, but nothing easy. A little bit of a two-way there, I think. Oh, very good effort there from Sofia. It was a tough shot, and she hit it really well. Just overcut it a touch. So Katarzyna, the chance to tie us up. First time since the match started. Sofia jumped out to an early 3-0 lead before Katarzyna was able to fight back. It's been tightly contested since. The equipment we're using here, of course, the new Olhausen tables just launched this week. It's the first time they've ever been played on. Very well designed. I've heard a lot of great feedback from the players on that. Aramith tournament balls, Simonis cloth. Likes to go into the 9 ball. Keeps the 8 open, so no real issues here. A little bit flat on the 1. It's kind of her choice. I think she can get around the corner, the bottom right corner with follow if she wants to. Be stretched out a little bit. She's going for the extension. Likes to pull back, but it's caught the 9 a little. Wanted to catch that ball to the other side of the pocket to pull straight back. So it's going to be a tough shot here for Katarzyna. It does go. She can cut this in the corner and dodge the side pocket. Just having a look at it now. Just caught it thick and is scratched. The rules here, scratch on an 8 is not a loss unless you also make the 8 ball. So it'll be ball in hand for Sofia. All of our qualification matches to get to the final 16 take off tomorrow. We'll have our final 16 going into the last 2 days of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, playing to the finals. Finals are scheduled for 4:30 Central on Sunday. We got a long way full of awesome pool before we get there. It's going to be a routine and perfectly executed out for Sofia Mast. Just when Katarzyna had a chance to tie it back up, she's let another one slip by. 5-3. Sofia 2 away from claiming victory in this one. Elise Q is making a little bit of a fight back against Kennedy Mayman. She trails by 1 now, 4-3. Kennedy ahead. That's on table 4 if you'd like to check it out. Pull up some of our other scores around the room here while we get racked up for number 9. Veronique now trailing 6-0. Caroline Powell just 1 away. Lena Primus and Ashley Benoit. Ashley ahead 2-0 there. Looks like Maria Garcia's pulled ahead. It was 4-4. It's on the last 2 to go to the hill. 6-4 over Joanne Parker. Shihiro Kawahara had 4-0 over American Rachel Lang. And Tani Medina, Samia Konishi just kicking off. They were a next round match. Wanted to go ahead and get started early. So again, final round for the night was scheduled for 8 o'clock tonight. It'll probably be around 8:30-ish when they get kicked off. Just fell a little bit behind here towards the end of the day. But that tends to happen when you have a lot of close matches, and we have. It's been a great event so far, everything I've seen. So rack number 9, Katarzyna to break. Seven ball finds gravity. We are playing open after the break, so it'll be her choice from here. 3 and the 14 tied up on the side. I think I like shooting the stripes just because of that. It gives you the best option to open that ball up, even though the 7 did go down. Not sure if that 13 cleared where it can go by the 3. I think she would have liked to have got a little nudge on the 13 ball there. She still has options, 14 and 11 close by. 10 ball really is the next thing to figure out. I think it only goes up table. At least has an option. Probably leave the 12 as a key ball for the 8 if you can. But she looks like she's going to take it now. Gonna fall a little bit short. Not sure if she got to the 11 or not. She's elected to come over for the 10 now, but she's gone a little bit far. Just kind of spun over a little further than she intended. I don't know if this goes by the 8 in the top left. It doesn't look like it. And she's having a look at the right side now. It's a lot of work to do here to fall on this 14, to get to the 13. The 13 might be able to be made in the top left pocket. Definitely not from up here. But if it does go up table, she's straight enough on the 14 that she can just drop forward. It's just a tough shot that you got to make happen. There's not a lot of options here on the defensive. Yeah, just elected to. I think she just was hoping to just kind of stick with that 13 ball, but Sofia definitely has some options here. If the 3 goes by the 2, you definitely shoot that now because it's going to be a tight fit to get it in the bottom left corner. She's just having a look to see if she could shoot it in the side if she wanted to go a different route, but I think if this ball goes, we'll go ahead and shoot it now. Did she call the combo maybe? Might have been a little bit of a two-way there. Okay, not a bad play. The only problem with this is it gives Katarzyna some options. Kind of lock things up, and unfortunately for Sofia, the 3-2, if Katarzyna wants to go down low under the 5 or something like that, the 3-2's gotten a little bit funny. Yeah, I think she just wanted to try to pull on the 14 there. I liked that play, but I don't think the draw was the best way to get there. Just kind of follow forward with a little bit of left spin and kind of spin down onto the 14. The 6 goes by the 4 at the top rail. One ball gets you there. You just don't want it to creep up on you. Something like that 6 ball is one of those that if you're not, you don't have to be, super precise, but if you're not careful, it can sneak up on you and kind of ruin what otherwise would seem like a pretty easy out. This is kind of what I was talking about here. You really wanted to shoot this ball before the 4. Shoot the 6 before the 4, because now you're looking to play shape on the 4 to get to the 6, and it kind of gets funny on you if you're not careful. The ball hangs up. I really thought it was going to fall. It's got to be half off the pocket. Katarzyna's definitely going to be able to get this ball to follow in, so just depends on the exact angle she has as far as getting to the 14. She might just have to take a long tester. She's called the 13 behind the 1. Yeah, and she played that ball with a lot of top. That could have been the reason the ball didn't fall. The object ball is always going to do the opposite of what you do with the cue ball, so a little bit of draw would have put follow on the 13. I still thought really it was going to have enough momentum to catch the lip of the pocket and go in, but had enough staying power. Sofia's back at the table. There's been a lot of little mistakes like that on Katarzyna's side. Opportunities she's had and just fallen a little bit short. Sofia's been able to capitalize on those mistakes. Looking to watch out here. She's okay. Looking to get to the hill. Against the Polish player, Katarzyna. Goes by Kate for short. Sofia Mast gets the ball down, and she reaches the hill 6-3 over Katarzyna. Looks like we're going to take a quick player break. We'll do the same here. Be right back with you all shortly. Stay tuned. All right, Sofia on the hill. And I believe it's the first time she's actually found a ball in the break, so opportunity here to close out this match. Just have a little bit of surgery to do to remove the rack here. We're using the Taom racks, one of the event sponsors. Appreciate their support. Of course, Olhausen, Pechauer, ONEIDA Casino, Fort Worth Billiards Superstore, host of other supporters have all chipped in to make this event happen. Make sure you see them out and about. Tell them how much you appreciate it, what they've done for pool. Continue to do Littman Lights. I don't have the full list in front of me here. Apologize. But a large group that came together to make this World Championship happen. Been a lot of fun to play a small part in that here. It's Kyle Ferguson with X-Pool joining you all on table number 2 here. Sofia Mast versus Katarzyna. She's going to take the big numbers here. 13 ball on the side. Her choice on the 10 or the 15. I like shooting the 15 and using the 8 to hold for the 10 in the side next. Just want to be conscious of where you're going to push that 8 ball to. After that, it's really just falling on the 14, which you have the 12 in the side to get you there. Just caught the 8 a little bit thinner and ran through it. Caroline Powell closes her match out over Veronique. So just a little bit of work here to do for Sofia. The good thing is the 11 gets her to the 10 on the side. I had to jack up and kind of punch that ball to the rail and back out. So a little bit of a long tester here. All she needs to do is get the ball down. She's got a path to the finish line. Right in the heart of the pocket. Good shot there from Sofia. Yeah, just kind of jumped up on that one a little bit. Had her eyes on the 8. So, mistake from Sofia. Gives a little bit of breath to Katarzyna. She's got a lot of work to do, but in a good place to do it. She's at the table and out of her chair, so. Looks like Lonnie is about to kick her match off with Brianna Miller on table 3. That'll be on one of the side streams if you'd like to check that out. Good luck to Lonnie and Brianna both. Meanwhile here, Those matches get kicked off on table 2. Katarzyna not done yet. So falling just a little bit close to the rail. Not much issue here. She can just float this ball in and shoot the 8 in the bottom right. It'll be her break next. Sofia had a chance to break and run and close the match out. Just took her eye off the ball a little on the 10. Oh, and she's missed the 8 ball. So a huge letdown there from Katarzyna. I think just a little bit quick on the follow through. Sofia gets the 10 ball down, this straight in 8 ball to close out the rack, and close out the match. 7-3, she wins over Katarzyna. So that'll be the end of the tournament for Katarzyna. Sofia Mast moves on. She plays again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. She will be playing the winner of Kennedy Mayman and Elise Q. We're playing on table 4 if you'd like to watch that. Kennedy currently on the hill leading 6-3 over Elise. So this is Kyle Ferguson with X-Pool. We're going to go ahead and sign off here and get reset for the next match. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned.